Hello everybody, it is Hovering Banana here with a Rocket League showcase video. Now a few days ago, Psyonix announced a new in-game event coming to Rocket League, and that one's named Radical Summers with a 1980s theme to it. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the items that were added to the game files quite recently, and are possibly leaked items from that event, or a crate that's going to be added to that event. So right now I've been showing off two of the wheels, but let's jump into a more detailed look. We'll start things off with the import car, and that one's named Fennec. Now this was shown off by YouTuber Kakabolamar. I'm not entirely sure how he equipped the car for himself, so instead I'll link his video down in the description if you want a longer showcase of the car itself. We'll move on to the decals, and the black marker decal that was added is called Magma. This one's a pretty straightforward lava theme to it, but I must say, and you guys can probably let me know in the comments if you agree with this, that the FPS of the decal itself doesn't seem that high. I don't know if this is intended or they're going to improve on the decal, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about this one. I do think we've seen some stronger black market decals from Psyonix. We then have the Goop decal. This one is a very rare, but it is universal, so you can use it on every car. I think this one's a bit more creative, a bit more unique. Definitely excited to play around with this one. We then move on to some of the rare decals, and the names of these seem to strongly hint that they're going to fit into that 1980s theme. Start things off with the Dominus mixtape. Mixtape's obviously very popular during the 1980s. I think this one's an alright decal, might be difficult to make a design around. But we move on to one that I definitely love, and that is the Octane Vaporwave. Vaporwave also a theme around the 1980s to 1990s, and I do think you can make some nice designs around this one. You've also got the Twinza Smooth Jazz, and then we've got some other less popular cars, for example a decal for the Distro. Now finally, in this decal theme, I think we can talk about the new paint finish coming. This one is named Anodized Pearl. As you guys probably know, Anodized is one of the most popular paint finishes in the game, so I think this one is going to be well received. Now we're going to take a look at some of the wheels included in the game files. The first pair is called Z-Frame. These have a nice clean centerpiece, but then they add some spice with the circular pulsing motion, as well as quite an interesting tread to them. They also come in a special edition version, which takes away the pulsing in the centerpiece and instead adds an animation to the treads. Now what I like about the Z-Frame wheels is that the special edition just isn't a clear upgrade of the regulars. You're probably going to find maybe half of the people like the pulsing animation, whereas the other half of people maybe want that animated tread. But let's move on to our second pair of wheels in today's video, and that is the P-Sim. Now the regular versions don't have animated treads, and the centerpiece has a light exhaust vent to it. However, when you get to the special edition, that vent is overclocked, and they now add an animated tread to the design. Now I love the special edition of these wheels. Very cool sci-fi theme to it, and it kind of reminds me of the DeLorean, where the wheels flip down, and it allows your car to hover in the air. Moving on to our third pair of wheels today, we're going to be starting off with the regular Stellars, and these are probably my favorite wheels of the lot. You've got a very clean centerpiece, with a very clean touch of color, and you've got an interesting tread, maybe not my favorite, but as a whole I do love the design. You've also got a special edition of the Stellars. Those are definitely way more flashy. They're going to be adding an animated tread to the design, and there's also an animation added to the centerpiece. Our next pair of wheels are named Blender, and these ones don't have a special edition and they have no animation to them either. Now these are definitely some unique avant-garde wheels. What I like about them is when you view it from the front, it kind of hides the design of the spikes, but then you move the car to the side and you see that unique spike design on the tread. But overall, I like the uniqueness of the design, and I'm interested to see what kind of cars people can make with these wheels. Now for the final pair of wheels, I'm not entirely sure if they're going to be included in this update, but that is the special edition Zomba wheels. Reason I say this is because they've been in the game files for quite some time already, and they also don't fit the Back to the Future theme that's going to be in this update, or anything that resembles the 1980s. However, these special edition Zombas look fantastic. The regular version Zombas in white and black were fan favorites, but the other colors like crimson, orange, pink, those ones didn't do so well because I think they mixed colors that people didn't really like to use. But these special edition Zombas just have a single solid color, and they've also improved on the treads of the wheel. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at two goal explosions. We start things off with the Voxel, and this one reminds me of the Pixel Fire Boost. And what's great about these two goal explosions is that they also come painted. Our second goal explosion we're going to take a look at is named Shattered. Fantastic design to it, and this one also comes painted. The final item we can take a look at today is our new import boost named Crackle. Has a very nice clean sound to it, but at the same time it's got a great design and it's very full of color. So that is going to be a wrap of our look at the potentially leaked items for the upcoming event. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think of these, what are some of your favorite items, and as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.